Hello everybody, the Fuzz is here, reporting to you just after the Ivia Tournament. It was great. If you watched the stream, then you saw me just gushing over everything that was happening. Excellent game, start to finish, only had one really bad one. I want to go over the deck that I used, because I think it's pretty interesting, and it might actually be playable in Constructed with some of the upcoming changes, and I'll get to that too. One of the best things about this tournament has been the fact that there were so many, decks that, just haven't seen before. These crazy creations. And I hope we see more of those. So, anyways, I've named this deck Fire Bears because there's a lot of 2-cost cards, just like in all the other kinds of bears. The idea is not mine. I don't know who originally created it, but I'm sure whoever did create it will just step up and say so. I just kind of took it. I thought, that's kind of a cool deck. I got 3 out of 5. I'm going to show the 2 most interesting games that I played. And yeah, I think this can be adapted to Constructed. Now, if you're wondering why is there 3 copies of everything, it's because that was the rule for Ivia. There's 3 copies, but it can certainly be easily changed to be 4. So anyways, let's go over it real quick. Advanced Neva, of course, is the core of all the Bears deck. It provides you with some card draw. Kind of wish she was buffed a little bit. I think 4-turn cooldown for what is essentially just draw 3 cards. When you consider that Advanced Zash can just sweep the entire board for 4 mana, or Advanced Darius can just shock the entire board, maybe Neva could have the cooldown reduced to 3. That'd be kind of cool. But she's still, like, doable. You do need the card draw, the 3 cards or so, just to keep going. So Call of Jalaya is, there's no 1-drops in this deck, so Call of Jalaya is what you play on turn 1 when you don't have any other 1-drops, and you can just search out a 2-drop to play. It can search out almost anything. The only things it can't get is the big guys, Life Force and Fae of Charm, and of course the red cards. But it can certainly get you an Elvish Champion, which is really good, and it can get you a Death Trap for when you need it. Other things you could do, for instance, you could just run 1 copy of Unicorn, for instance, and just have that be a searchable target in case that becomes necessary. 3 copies of Silverfang. The reason why Silverfang is the 2-drop of choice mostly has to do with Spirit, because one of the creatures relies on Spirits, and that's really the main reason. So, yeah, it's a pretty good card, though. 3 Death Traps. This card is a bit of a hit or miss. In some matchups, it's insane against Control because it's a 4/4 for the most part. But in some other matchups, it's absolutely terrible, like against Corruption. Because if you play, let's say, a Summoner, and then you get a Death Trap out, they can clear your board with just Death Curse Shaman. It'll cancel the Death Trap, and then the Death Rattle of Death Curse will kill your Summoner Druid. That's really bad. So what I think I'd probably do is cut this to 2 in the future, just because you don't want it to be like a dead card. But playing this on turn 2, for the most part, is not bad. Even if they just cancel it with a 1-drop, it's not horrible. Tidal Wave is just a very flexible card. 1 mana, it's a redraw, so it's never bad to play this. Getting around, what it was most useful for in the tournament, just getting around the stupid wall of the Frozen North. Because you just send it to the back, and then you can just freely attack. And otherwise, just pulling creatures from the support row. It's a very nice flexible card to have. Symbol of Growth is one of the best cards in nature. Not only is it a big buff that gives you Unstoppable, the ability to destroy non-creature spells is huge. So I don't think this can be cut. It's just too good. Even with the nerf, still really good. Elvish Champion is the other insane nature card. Not much to say about it. It's one of the best nature cards in the game. Even the basic stat line isn't terrible. And if you get either of these effects, it's really good. And if you get both of these effects, it's absolutely insane. Summoner Druid is kind of the enabler of the deck. The idea is to play him on turn 3, followed by one of your 4/4s, or really any other creature. It's insane because it's basically costs 0 mana when you first play it, and then it just gives you 2 mana back on the following turn. A really insane card. A Life Force Incarnate was kind of like a later addition for me. The version that Hall ran, I think, also has it. I wasn't sure if I wanted it, though. Yes, it gives you a card, but it's a little bit of a win more, and it's absolutely terrible if you don't have a board. And I think once the buff patch comes out, I think this will be replaced by the Merchant of Souls, which seems like it should have pretty good synergy with this deck. Being able to bring back any 2-cost card that with level 3 or lower, you'll be able to resurrect your Elvish Champions or your 4/4s. And I think that basically it's like drawing a card. You just pull it from your graveyard immediately onto the battlefield. I think it'll be better than this. Yeah. So that's probably what's gonna happen. Fae of Charm is the surprise, kind of like a big finisher, because it's very easy to just put her down and then take your opponent's biggest creature and then swing it into their face. It can create some pretty dangerous lethals, for sure. And in one of the games, it was very largely responsible for my victory by just letting me play 2 of them and just deal massive amounts of damage. It's the kind of card you never really play around, but when it hits the field, you can just lose right then and there. Your opponent has a 10/10 Dust Titan, no problem. Just play this. Titan goes to the face. Pretty good card. Now the Rage side of things, Symbol of Fury, just efficient removal. I don't think it's necessary, but it's just a good card. Fireball. If you're running Rage, you're running Fireball, obviously. Used for burn and for removal. The Flaming Aurite is not a great card, but much like Silverfang, it's a spirit that you need to activate the Chimera, which is the big boss monster. And admittedly, the card is decent, right? It's basically a 3/2 when fighting creatures. That's fine. And it even has an extra effect when it dies, so... yeah, I shouldn't say it's bad. It's completely fine as a card. It's got 3 speed. Ogre Captive is one of the main points of the deck. It's a 4/4 for 2 mana, very cheap. You can get him out with Summoner, and it's the only slave, so it's not really a problem, just having 2 other creatures, and it's just a tremendous amount of pressure early on. It's a 4/4 for 2 mana. You thought Vanguard was good. Yeah. And the other effect is cute. When it's damaged, it's unstoppable, but that basically never comes up, so, I mean, unless you, like, Fireball him to give him unstoppable, nah, don't bother with that. And of course, Chimera, the big boss of the deck. Oh my god. I initially underestimated just how insane this card is, but my god. The fact that it can just, for 3 mana, it can just straight up kill any creature it's engaged with. And the fact that it can hit 3 things, this guy can just dominate the board by himself. You play him, if you have enough mana, he comes out with Embody because you sack one of your spirits. And then just attack 3 things, freeze 2 of them, and you can just easily clear the entire board. Man, it's an insane card. It's a shame that it's legendary, but it makes perfect sense because having 2 of these on the board is just not fair. It kind of reminds me of the Descendant of Divinity, which is a 4/6 with 3 speed, but it's like, not only does it not have the drawback where it has to attack alone, it can attack with other things, and it even has additional effects on top of that. What a cool card. This I feel should be like the new face of Spellweaver, the king of mid-range. Great card. And the only other thing is I added Altar of Dragons as a hero power. It never really came up very much, but just as an extra removal, and certainly if you decide to cut one of the other removal cards, having Altar as backup removal I think is going to be quite necessary, so that you're never in a situation where you just can't kill a key creature. And very little things you could discard would ever really hurt you. So I think this is a very solid shrine to put into the deck. Now, if you wanted to adapt this for Constructed, where you do run 4 copies, it shouldn't be very hard. You're going to want to run 4 copies of Elvish Champion because it's insane, 4 copies of Summoner Druid because it's the enabler, and then 4 copies of Ogre Captive because that's the other enabler. That means you have to cut 3 cards, probably the Life Force Incarnate, and that'll basically that'll take care of it. Again, Primal Battle is a card that's worth considering as additional removal because you've got a lot of 4/4s that are very easy to put on the board. And then, you know, Primal Battle is just basically 1 mana removal. Pretty effective. It might even allow you to just cut Symbol of Fury and then just stick with Fireball, Primal Battle, and the Altar of Dragons as your main removal. Because one advantage of Primal Battle is that it can do more than 3 damage, so it can remove larger creatures. Though you generally don't go over 4, with a Symbol of Growth, for instance, you could potentially get a creature up to 7. So yeah, there's a lot of wiggle room. And again, the new Merchant that's gonna come out, you may have seen it. Its effect is that it's a 3 mana 3/3, and then you can pay 1 mana to spend its 2 energy to resurrect a 2-cost creature. So you could just play Merchant on 4 and then just bring this back, and that's 7/7 worth of bodies on the board for just 4 mana. That's pretty good, and I think that might actually be a deck I'm looking forward to trying out. Of course, because the Merchant does say play, that means play boost from Elvish Champion will also work. And getting an Elvish Champion out as a 3/4 Swift insane. I think the new Merchant's gonna make a big splash in this deck, and definitely it would replace the Life Force Incarnate as just a much better card. And then with Primal Battle, maybe replacing Symbol, and maybe a few other adjustments. I'm sure some enterprising player will figure out some way to make this deck work. Maybe you don't even need Call of July anymore if you have 4 Summoner Druids. Maybe? I don't know. Anyways, that's it for the deck. I'm gonna show you 2 of the 5 games I played in this Ivia, the 2 most interesting that happened, specifically rounds 2 and 3. If you watched the stream, that you probably have already seen them, but if you haven't, I think you'll enjoy them. They were both excellent games. See ya. An album, an ante. Ooh. Oh, don't tell me it's a mirror match. I mean, it could just be hate bears, right? Like, just as easily. I kind of want Summoner Druid. I mean, I can play this and get a Summoner Druid. So it's going to be turn 1 Jelaya, turn 2 Summoner Ogre, I guess. Yeah, probably. And then what? Maybe Jungle Death Trap, who knows? Jungle Death Trap and hopefully a 2-drop. So we gotta send... We got... What we need is a red one. Yeah, we need a red one at some point. So we go green. We gotta search for Summoner Druid. And then next turn is gonna be Summoner into Ogre and then double Death Trap. Assuming he doesn't just kill the Summoner Druid, of course. But double Death Trap should be pretty devastating. Because you won't be able to put a creature on the board. Oh, well that's unexpected. I gotta keep that. That card is insane. Wall of the North? This is definitely not a mirror. I mean, I gotta give it to him, unfortunately. Kind of annoying, but what can I do? I'm hoping that 2 Death Traps are enough to overwhelm him. Hang on a second. I can't play anything with this. Oh, yeah, I can't do anything. I mean, it's gonna get frozen, but who cares? It's still 2 for 1, basically. So I'm okay with that. Next turn, Life Force, and then probably... I might just play this. I don't know if I want this to be swift, necessarily. So we're gonna get back one of these guys, which is pretty good. We're gonna get a 4/4 back, which we want. Sadly, Druid is out of charges, but Druid put out a lot of tempo. Put out a lot of fat beat sticks. So I can't complain. Wonder what other tricks he has. Wall was certainly unexpected. It's a shame I didn't have Tidal Wave. I would have done so much damage. But it seems like it's going to be a board control game for the most part. So I should be happy with my position. I have 3 creatures versus 0. Summoner Druid, OP. Well, he's really taking his time here. We have... Oh, you only have 15 minutes. It's not... You can't even take that much time. Interesting. Storm Fairy. Yeah, we still play this, I think. And then next turn it could be Hero Power, play these two. It was a hard decision because he gave up a 4-mana card. I mean, he did basically cost me 4 mana in a sense. So I guess it's kind of fair. So he's got Storm Fairies. What other tricks does he have? Got Elvish Champion, but that's not a surprise. We've seen a little bit of some of his cards. Another wall. What a guy. Fireball is pretty handy here, I think. By Hero Power, I'm playing two things. This is a 4/4. But then this dies, probably. Playing these two. I could Fireball this. Then I can just kill that. I want the Summoner Druid to be frozen, if anything. Oh, I guess he gets to choose, huh? Is this a spirit? It is a spirit. Cool. I'm kind of afraid to send anything back right now, because I might need the removal to deal with this Summoner Druid. I need to Hero Power next turn for sure. Actually, I might even sack this for the Chimera, just because it's already frozen. And then I can maybe pick this off. I wonder if I should have killed that instead. To deny him the mana boost. I'm not sure. It's a tough call. But then he'd have the 2/3 on the board, probably. Then he could just, like, kill this for free. Yeah, it probably would be a lot worse for me. He kills this for free. He plays a creature, gets rid of this. And I have one less creature on the board. Grand Reunion. Where's my symbol of growth, boys and girls? I just win if I get it, basically. Almost. I don't know, whatever he gets just gets killed by the death trap. Right? Probably. It'd be really nice if he missed. That's nice. Oh, symbol of growth. We can play this as well. Wait, does he have flash freeze? He could have flash freeze, right? That would really suck if he had flash freeze here. He's got to have it, though. I'm not gonna take the risk. I want to get the damage in at least. fine. Next turn, I gotta symbol his Grand Reunion. He should not be able to clear all of these. Well, yet to use Valley. Ouch. Yeah, he can't clear all these. I can destroy Valley here. I mean, Grand Reunion. Oh, wait, no, that depends. Oh, no, I got 2 attackers, right? Oh, maybe I can't. No, I just symbol... Okay, he's using that. So... Because I have to destroy Grand Reunion or I will lose for sure. Actually, I might not be able to attack through. Well, no, this gives me unstoppable, right? So I just attack whatever he puts out. Hopefully it's not too big. And then that should be enough to do the 1 damage. Oh, jeez, he got another Titan. Ooh, Chimera. Elvish Champion. Oh, this is legendary, right? Oh, of course it's legendary. Oh, this itself isn't the speed. I could sack this, get a Chimera for 3. Because we gotta blow up the Reunion here. So Elvish Champion 3/4 Swift. That's pretty good. With this, it's 6/5, so I'm killing one of these guys. And I have 2 mana left over. I send 1 back. I mean, we're definitely playing this. Well, actually, I could get another creature. I could get this in for 1 mana, basically. Because I can use this effect. Fireball. But I gotta play Symbol, don't I? Yeah, I do. I definitely need to play Symbol. On this. Oh, what the hell? I didn't expect that. I'm still doing the damage though, so it's fine. It's just that it dies, which is a bummer. That kind of sucks, but we destroyed a Grand Reunion successfully, which is very important. Ugh. Symbol of Flux. That's pretty unexpected. Okay, so how many things can I kill? I have to kill as many as possible. His hero power is coming offline first, which is kind of lame. Tidal wave. It's gonna be a 3-4. I could also just play this. These both go away, unfortunately. But then I have 4 mana left over. Could he have could he seriously run Outbreak too? No, there's no way, right? So this Titan's gotta be killed, probably, for sure. I can play these 5 cards. I suppose I should have played this first. So what are we not killing this turn? This is useless. Which 2 creatures am I killing here? Alright, that's probably not the Titan. Death Trap. Damn, if I had played, I would have had Swift. That was a misplay. But, whatever. Oh wait, I don't have enough mana. Oops. Yeah, that was badly played. I should have played Tidal Wave first. Then this could have had Swift. Yeah, that was bad. That was a really bad play by me. Missed out on Swift. Could have killed something. Damn. Well, Chimera's gonna have to clean the house here, which it will. So Chimera comes in for 3. I have 5 left. I can kill a couple things here. I can kill like 2 or 3 things, maybe. Ooh, Symbol. So it takes 3 mana to just straight up kill something, right? I probably need to kill these dudes, though, to be perfectly honest. So 3 mana is gonna go to kill this. Then I freeze this. Right? Freeze this and ping it, right? So 3 mana, I have 2 left, this is dead. Freeze this, I have 1 left, that's dead. And I've taken 3 damage, so I can afford to kill 1 more thing that's frozen, probably this. Actually, I don't have to do that, right? I'm already killing them. Yeah, I'm already killing these guys. And I can just Call of July or something. This is probably pretty good, for being perfectly honest. Alright, Chimera did some work! Killed 3 creatures, boys! OP, OP. I hope he can't remove it or shock it or something. I was thinking of killing the Titan, but if I don't kill the Treants, then they're just gonna freeze my Chimera. So I had to kill them. Ah, god damn it. He got another one. Got another energy thing. Oh, here we go. Oh! another Fae of Charm. Wait, I can't play them. I can't play everything, right? Can I kill him? I can certainly do a lot of damage here if I play another Fae of Charm. Right? So I'm stealing 2 creatures. Oh, if I stupefy this, this just dies. Right. Yeah, hell yeah. 3, 8. Comebacks are real! Alright, that's what I'm talking about. That was an insane draw by me. What do you want? Oh, never mind. Wait, is Holiol here? Why are you here?
Yeah. I just need to check something real quick. Do you have access to see the decks like you do usually?
No.
Oh,
You should ask Ifko. Are you thinking your opponent is breaking the rules?
No, it's not my opponent. I've been asked by Geronimo to check if Larissy has 4 Trigons and you've got gone to get some rest. So.
Well, I mean, if he has 4 Trigons, then
Yeah, he shouldn't.
that's over, right? He's gone.
Yeah, he's got it. Yeah, it's unfortunate because that also means the game doesn't count for Geronimo as well. Well, I mean, he's asked me to check. I'm wondering if that means he's like sure, or if he wants me to confirm it, or if I don't know.
Wait, so Ifko's gone? So who's supposed to keep up these? Who's supposed to DQ people?
Ivko was supposed to check all the decks, and he said he did, and he did DQ a few people. Who had who had full copies. I'll just ask Larissy.
Yeah, sorry, I don't have any power here. This is not the usual.
Yeah. All good. I'll leave you to it, man.
Maybe Album does, but
yeah, I'll check. I'll ask Larissy first. He'll probably just tell the truth. Because he'll be able to check the deck. Alright, cool. Alright, leave you to it, buddy.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Alright, that was Holiol. Alright, that's a nice play. But if he doesn't kill the Fae of Charm, I can just send the Titan right into his face again. Treant. I mean, I have 2 attackers. That's enough, right? Don't tell me he's got this arm. Like, get out of here. No way. Alright. Wow, that was a tough game. I thought he had me when I was down 6 creatures. Chimera MVP. I don't know how you missed that. I mean, because it's a shrine, right? Oh, is this chicken zombies? Shameful display, Rinriette. Shameful display. I think this is a good hand, actually. Plague Vermin. So I'm playing, what, Druid and something else? Or do I search out another one of these? I think I want these more, actually. Because if he has trash like this, and I don't want that to be lost to death traps. Might want to activate this, actually. Jeez, what is going on? Can't stop coughing. Damn. I guess. Interesting. I'm getting it a little bit beat down here. I'm hoping these guys get some work. No luck so far. Is there any way I could get these swift? I might have to just use this, actually. Oh, that helps. Ah, screw it. I need to hero power next turn, probably. I've taken a little bit too much damage. Sadly, I'm only drawing 2 cards, which is not too impressive. But neither is life in general. What does the fox say? Yeah, okay. Sanctum. That's why I wanted Sanctum banned. It's because it's just too good, man. Why were people talking about Succubus? Sanctum is clearly the problem. Succubus. Lol. Hopefully it doesn't have any more freaking removal. How much has he played? He's played 2 Noxious and a Consume. Put a decent amount already. But yeah, that hero power is insane. I have to assume he has Succubi, so I have to like try to absorb some damage. Yeah. Might as well. Ooh. I don't have a spirit, unfortunately. I have to play something. Let's hope he doesn't have the other Succubus. Do I just kill this? No. Well, actually, I might lose to consume. So... let's hope for no succubus, but I'm sure he's got it. Here it comes. Hartsford. Man, I really wish I had a spirit right now for this thing. I mean, I just play it, right? So this guy gotta come back? He has no zombies, but yes, it might. So I probably have to just play everybody, honestly. I kind of hate this, because Hartsford comes back. But I've got 2 blockers. I hope that's enough. Oh, yeah, that? Oh, he must have just top-decked it, because he just played it last turn. That's unlucky. Oh, well.